And welcome back to Good Day Acadiana. It is Traffic Talk time with Ashley Moran, our favorite segment on Mondays here. Today, Ashley, it's going to be an interesting one because I think a lot of people can relate to this. The most disliked intersections, I have a list a mile long here.
Yeah, and so this is something that comes up, occasionally. You'll see some articles about it, and over the years I've kind of aggregated it because it's important for us to know as people who work in traffic, what is working, what's not working. We might see improvements on our side, but the public might not be experiencing the same improvements, and there are other things we can do to tweak these intersections and make them function better. So the first one I'm going to start off with, kind of profile these ones maybe over a series of a couple weeks, is Camellia and Johnston.
Oh boy!
And so I was involved with this from the beginning.
So we can blame you.
No, it's not me. It was my the old director of my department, Tony Trammell, if y'all remember that name, way back when. But he had found an intersection in Mexico that was very popular called a reduced phase intersection, or kind of an offset left intersection. And so they ended up building one in Baton Rouge. And I think it's Segan and Segan and Airline. And that is a fully reduced phase offset left intersection. And the idea is you move the left turns prior to entering the intersection so you can run the left turns with other traffic movements, because having a protected left turn really screws up what we call your traffic. That's what causes the most traffic, is having what's called a protected left turn, or time dedicated just to having left turns. Mm-hmm. So the idea is you offset the left turns like they have at Camellia. If you're on Camellia, your left turns are offset. If you're on Johnston, it's not. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people call this a spaghetti intersection because to map out these movements, they had to put a lot of striping on the road. And
yeah.
I know some people feel like it's very confusing. I will say on our side, we saw a lot of operational benefits in terms of significant improvements on the amount of delay that's on Johnston Street and Camellia due to having these offset lefts. And we also saw a safety improvement.
Yeah.
So we have seen improvements, but I understand for the public, like I said, you don't see that side of it. So what makes sense to somebody in traffic does not make sense to everybody.
Right.
So
I have a feeling we're going to be talking about that again here in just a second, so you'll want to stay tuned. We'll be back after this.